a class for.
Now you're teaching a class. So
I
for
know,
those of you
time
who
flies.
don't know, I feel like a total pro from the beginning, but she was so coachable. Like anytime she had a question, she wasn't afraid to ask, hey, who can help me do this? And who can teach me that? And who's killing it in this area? And at first she had a full-time job and she had a game plan of, how to switch over and how to multitask. And so I'm just so honored and excited to introduce Min to everyone. I feel like her first full year on her own, like full-time real estate as a single agent, she was going from brand new, like, hey, oh my gosh, I locked myself out of the house. I can't figure out the super key. What is this blue box on the door? What's going on? To selling 67 homes in 1 year as a single agent. So if you are new and struggling and you're like, oh my gosh, does it get better than this? This is going to be an amazing opportunity. There's someone on here right now who's like, hey, I'm on my full-time job right now listening to this. So we've all been there. It's possible. Thank you so much, May, and we are excited to learn from you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amanda, for a quick introduction. But yeah, I'm really excited for today's class. And we are here every Tuesday at 10 for Team Legacy as, additional training on top of what our brokerage EXP has to offer to our agents. And this training today in particular is perfect for any new agents or, anyone who is thinking to get started in real estate. I got you covered. So as I'm going along the way, please feel free to post your questions on the chat section so I can address this later as well. So let me share my screen really quick and I can get started right now. Let me see. Ta-ta. Okay, can everybody see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. All right, I'm just gonna hide this one really quick and present. Alrighty. Okay, so this training today, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna cover everything that you need to know, kind of, at least some important things that you should note down as a new agent. And, there's no other title better than New Agent 101, right? So now you got your real estate license. I just talked to Amy, she got her license a month ago. So now what do you expect? I'm gonna go quickly to the quick introduction about me. My name is May. I am one of the leaders here with Team Legacy, with Amanda, Jeff, with Hui, and we're so proud of our team culture. And again, this is our trainings that we're doing every week, just, additional training to our agents. I've been 3 years at EXP and 3 years into this business. Can you believe that? It's crazy because, I still feel like I was brand new. And then 1 second later, I am now 3 years in the business. I am one of the team leader and I've been 2 times icon agents and leading to my 3rd time now. And icon agent to our non-EXP agents, icon agents are the one that, if you reach a certain production and you be in the top 3% of the company, then you got a lot of, rewards. So you can see a little icons here, like pretty confusing. That was me. And I'm sure that, several of y'all are gonna have the same feeling that it's quite overwhelming. That is kind of the truth when it comes to, getting started with your real estate career, because it's just so many things. And to be honest, you are running your own business, you are your own boss. So there can be lack of direction and like you don't know what to do. So just me, I was there, I was like, didn't know. Amanda said that I got locked out from a Supra lockbox because I don't know how to open it. And I call my mentor, his name is Hui, at 9 p.m. at night, just because the Supra stopped working at that time and I was still out showing. So I was, locked out from the Supra lockbox. I had no idea how to write a contract. I had no idea how to do when it comes to repair requests. But hey, 1 or 2 years later, I got featured on EXP Live with this little magazine, article here to share my story. So I mean, if I could done that, with my full-time job, with my baby, and, of course, we always have things in our life, then I really strongly believe that we can all do this together. So from zero to hero, if you put your heart and sweat into it, you can make it happen. First and foremost, for those of you that have not chose your broker yet, that would be a very first step after you got your real estate license, right? So now you're gonna choose, where to park your license. So you're gonna find a place where you're gonna grow and build your business right now. So I would encourage everyone to interview, and real estate is a lot when it comes to what you need to know. And, those can be taken care later, but, you can choose your brokerage and choose it very wisely. So 2 factors that I found important when it comes to choosing a broker is that, are you getting along with the people? Do you feel a good vibe, a good culture of the group? Or the second factor is like the trainings, because as a new agent, you got your license, but there's still a lot to know, a lot to learn. So choose, the broker that offer intensive level of training, just so you can always continue to train yourself and get the support that you needed. And, I'm pretty proud that I'm born and raised by EXP. So, really love EXP so far. So coming next, after you chose your broker, then, you kind of have a home now. So now it's time for you to work on your career, your real estate, right? So as a new agent, one thing that I feel very important for y'all to know is that you gotta set your expectation right. The thing is like, everything looks so glamorous and everything looks so great, amazing with all of the social media that everyone share on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. You're gonna see like, that could be me, closing deals after deal, getting contract executed. But hey, you have to keep in mind that you are new. You just day 1, day 2 into this business. So you cannot compare your day 1, day 2 in business with somebody who's been doing it for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years of hard work. They've been just like you before, but this takes time for you to get into the certain level. So don't look at other people's success and give you a pressure or set your expectation that, hey, I got to do the same thing. I got to, at least have a closing, ASAP. Why I don't have any contract yet? What should I do? And in that way, you kind of give you a pressure that is not necessary, because it's just, you have to compare apple to apple. You cannot, treat yourself and force yourself to be as the same as top producer who's been doing business for so long. The second factors that I think as new agent you should have considered, in addition to training and support, is choosing a right mentor. Like I mentioned earlier, surround yourself with the people who you wanna become. Surround yourself with people who give you good vibe, positive vibe, energies. So choose a mentor. And then this mentor don't have to be one particular person. You can have 1 or 2 people. Here at EXP, we have your sponsor, and the sponsor can be, helping out in a role as a mentor as well. And this, having a good mentor gonna help you so much moving along, because you're gonna have so many questions. How do you fill out a form? What should you talk to this listing agent in order to win a multiple offer situation? So it's just a lot of like tiny questions that you need to, you have somebody to guide you along. And in order to have like a good mentor, they're gonna, give you a roadmap. You don't have to invent the wheels. You can just follow their path. You can shadow them. You can, tag along with them wherever they go. And, it just help you to grow your career a lot faster. Moving up is gonna be the importance of marketing. So as a real estate agent, we are salesperson, right? So you gotta make sure that you're gonna marketing yourself, you're gonna market yourself purposely, and you have to do it like focus, in the way that people gonna think of you, and they're gonna see you as a real estate agent. So you're gonna know that, okay, hey, what is other real estate agents doing that you can do, that you can copy, or you can follow that path. So you have to accept the fact that you cannot be a secret agent. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta show your face as much as possible. You gotta work on your marketing materials. You gotta host open house, things like that, to promote your brand and to grow your brand. So focus marketing is very, very important. And finally, the importance of training, networking, and repeat. You cannot ever stop. That's how I feel, as I'm moving along my path here. I'm still listening to podcasts. I still train myself almost every day. And I love to network with other people. We are here in this industry together. I know we have like so many agents here in Texas, or, in America in general, but, keep in mind that we have so many buyers, so many sellers, so many investors, that we should not see each other as a competitor. That's why I'm here, sharing my books to everyone, to all of you. So it's just like it's good to keep your network large, and you can always learn something from a person that you talk to at the networking event, and just keep it consistent. So don't ever stop when it comes to level up your knowledge, because knowledge is very powerful. So I'm now gonna break into a weekly basics for new agent, starting with week 1. So now we're gonna get ready to, with your license, get ready to rock and roll, right? Here's the thing that you have to work on right now in your week 1. So first of all, you're gonna set up your email signature. It is important, y'all. So sometimes you can use email that ending with gmail.com. It's okay that you can use it, but with EXP, we can have your professional email tail that you can put into it, and whenever you email it to your prospect, or agents on the other side, it just looks way more professional. And with your email signature, with your information of your brokerage attached to your email, make it look good, make it look professional. That's your brand, and that's how you gonna people judge you by just looking those tiny things. But spend your time to work on your email signature. If you have a slogan that you love, if you want like use something for your brand, then you do it, you put it on the email signature, and people are gonna notice. Take a good headshot, and photos for marketing. This is something that I always appreciate, the culture that we have here. I have, a good friend, a business partner. His name is Calvin, and he took all of my headshots. When I first started, he actually spent time, go with me to downtown and take a bunch of photos, and I'm still able to use it nowadays, and just, switch around for your marketing materials. So, find a good friend. If you can invest into professional headshot, do it. It's worth it, because again, it's go back to building your brand. So have a good headshot, and expect to share it everyone. Just don't put your name alone, associate your name with your headshot, so people are going to remember both of your name and how you look, your face. Next thing, you're gonna need to order your business card. So after you got your headshot done, you got your kind of design done, you can now order your business card. You can order like 500, 1,000 of it, just to get it ready. So whenever you see somebody that they ask you to, hey, you have a business card, then hey, I got it. And then if you have open house, then you're gonna have it as well. And nowadays, a lot of digital business card that is available. Like I'm gonna share one to you later, but you know how you can put your business card in the QR code, and people can use their phone and scan it right away. That's another way, and it's so much easier when it comes to meeting a random person, meeting your neighbor, and let them know that you are a real estate agent. This is your information, right? So work on that as well. Get your MLS lockbox and profile setup ready. So your local MLS, you have to be familiar with it. They provide so many trainings over it. Take your time to look at your MLS, set up your username, your password, and lockbox, get them registered as well when it comes to Supra Lockbox, learn to how to open it, how to set it up, get it ready in your week 1. And also get your profile set up, Facebook page gonna ask you for a quick description who you are, or your MLS gonna ask you, what you want to put for your description. It doesn't have to be long. It just have to be personal, or it has to be, unique in your own way that, hey, something that when people read, they're gonna think of you. If you are with EXP already, EXP is amazing when it comes to organizing the training course. So there is a fast start series that offered by EXP University, and basically it's a 5-6 courses continuously that is going to offer to specifically for new agents. So definitely 6 of them, take all of them, and you should have most of your question answered by just taking the fast start. Next thing, you're going to activate your KV Core system. So KV Core is offered by EXP as part of, the educational and, the system that EXP have to offer to you. KV Core is your CRM system that you're going to input your clients, your prospects, your leads in there in order to send out listings to your lead, to your client. So you can use MLS still to send out your listing to your lead. But the cool thing about KV Core is that when your lead view a certain listing, you will know which one that they view, and they have a really good follow-up and automatic sending out listing to your client. So for example, if you have lead 1 who is looking for a 3-bedroom in Katy with 2 bathroom, budget of 300,000, you can put exactly what they want into KV Core and then send automatic emails. And what KV Core does is that they're gonna keep sending listing out based on your preference. So do you want KV Core to send out every day, or you want it to send out weekly so it doesn't spam your lead email box? So you can arrange that as well. And I have so many successful stories when it comes to KV Core helping me sending out listing and automatic emails follow up when the lead see a certain listing. Then it's helped me to build the trust with the lead, and it show any lead prospect that you are really working actively on their search. KV Core also set you up with a free website. So for me, my website gonna be minpham.exp.com, whatever it is, right? And you just have to activate it on KV Core, and it's already included there. So you don't have to pay an extra to set up your website at the beginning if you're not ready to. It's free, and it's part of KV Core system. And whoever click onto that link when you share a certain listing, KV Core gonna capture the information just so you know that who the person click into the link, and that another basket for you to generate more lead and finding more potential clients. Finally, in week 1, make a Facebook post or social media post to introduce yourself. Make it fun, make it personal, but you're gonna say, "Hey world, this is May. I am now a real estate agent. I'm ready to help you in your buying and selling. Get to know me, and I'm love to get connected." And if you have like a good network with friends, people are gonna come in, they're gonna cheer for you. It's just so many positivity that you're gonna see, so many good vibes, and it's fuel up your energy as well, just so you can share that. The more people you share, the more people know about you are a real estate agent. Reminding is important, and it's gonna the more business that you're gonna have potentially. this is like some quick example. On the left side is the EXP, training schedule. So for example, today, Tuesday, we have that many trainings available for you that you can take on the cloud. You can log into your desktop to watch it, or you can watch it on any of your phone app. Those are like you see at 8 a.m. brand and empower yourself with video. It's important now, get in video, just create so many engagement when it comes to connect with any of your potential client. And then for example, team building with KB Core is a reload certification. So EXP offer free classes for your relocation if you want to grow more into relocation, or if you want to work on express offer, which is like offering cash for your seller. There's so many certificates that you can learn and continue to level up. And just from 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. that many trainings available for you. So one of the reasons why I chose EXP is that, weekly they have over, 50, 60 hours of training. So I can just tune in and join myself anytime, even on Sunday. Here's like some of sample of my marketing materials. You're going to have your Facebook with your headshot. Thank you, Kevin, again, for taking all of my headshot and pictures. I always appreciate that. And then you can see that this is my Instagram. You're going to have it and make it personal. The rule is to have somewhat business and then somewhat of the personal connection with your lead as well. And then play around with design, and later on I can show you how to work on the design to make it look cool, look like you're spending an hour on the design, but it's actually just a minute. This is some of the example that you can start working on in your week 1. Moving on is week 2. It's gonna be start setting your daily habits. So daily habit is very important when it comes to working just by yourself, because you're your own boss. So one moment, if you forgot about what you got to do, you getting lazy, then don't expect business to come. So now in week 2, what do we do? First of all, you're going to create a professional page for your real estate business. You want to make it professional. You don't want people to see your high school picture, or somewhat unprofessional photo of you, because people are going to research. There's so many agents, they're going to Google May realtor, for example, Houston, and then you want it to look as professional as possible. So set up a business page, and it's another way for you to increase your reach when it comes to meeting other people. So you have your personal Facebook page, and now you have a professional business page. So it just look more business, and you now have 2 methods to spread out your content. In week 2, you're gonna work on your goals and idea setup. So what is your goal? You're gonna sit down, and again, going back to my very first slide, you gotta set your expectation right. So you have to put your goals that is attainable, and your goal have to be reachable. So you don't look at a top producer and just say, hey, I want 4 closing next month. It's just not realistic, right? You're gonna break down in your first year of real estate how many deals that you want to do. Let's say you want to have at least 1 closing per month. So that's going to be 12 closing, 10 to 12 closing in your first year. It's doable, if you are doing, really put your effort into it, then it's doable. Then, for example, that means that if you have 10 closing per year, how many that you need to work on per month? So in order to have 10 per year, you gotta at least have 1 closing per month, right? So in order to have 1 closing, how many people that you have to talk to in order to convert those people into your client? Break down the goal into smaller tasks, just so you can check off the tasks as you're going along. Next thing, you're gonna create your real estate related habits. So, you're gonna get familiar with the local listing. You're gonna, especially in your area, you have to know when it comes to working in real estate, you have to be as locally as possible. So if you are in Dallas, Texas, then Dallas Fort Worth, would be some of the area that we would like to live in. What are some of the area with good school zone that they like? What area got flooded before? Just so you get familiar with real estate related information. So whenever somebody asks, you kind of know. And then if there's like listing coming up, you can share it. You look at it and you say, oh, okay. So for example, for this area in Seattle, in the north, the price of a reasonable house with 3-bedroom gonna be this much, so get yourself familiar with the listing, with the price range, so you can help your client better later on. And then you can start sharing real estate related topics on your social media. Share your stories every day. I cannot stress that important enough. Nowadays, everybody, they're going to pick up their phone every now and then. And what they do, they're going to hop on social media and check people's stories, So if you post your story every day, it's going to remind everybody that, hey, this May, she is doing real estate. And just, day by day, it's kind of build up your brand and it helps your business so much. You can post anything when it comes to real estate related topics like mortgage. Like I know California coming out with like a mortgage deal is the big news, and you share it on your social media. People are gonna say, hey, oh, she knows about the news thing, she seems to be very experienced, let me contact her to help me out with buying in California. And then you're gonna continue to set your habit when it comes to improving your knowledge, right? So you start reading more real estate related books. We have a book club here, but Amanda, I have a list that she just when it comes to real estate books. So feel free to message us later, and we would love to share with you when it comes to books that help you to grow in real estate. Listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts almost every day. And the cool thing is that because we are in the car driving so much, so don't waste those time. You can, just pull up the podcast, and we have so many good podcasts that you can learn. And, people are going to come in, they're going to share with you a market updates. You can kind of learn the terms, what is going on in the market. So you sounds like you know what you're doing, even though you freshly new when you talk to a potential lead. And next thing, if you can connect with your business partners, do it. We are in here, Team Legacy have almost, 950 business partners here. So get connected with them. Just so you can mastermind together. You can connect with the lenders, with titles, and then you also practice time blocking. I like time blocks. So that's mean that you're gonna work on your tasks and you color code it just so you can you have things organized. And again, trainings, they are important, and you can continue to train along the way. And as you're not really busy with your business yet at the first few weeks, use that time to improve your knowledge, because later on when you run around with your clients, you may not have that many time to go back and train intensively anymore. So set up your goals, be familiar with reels offered by Instagram. It helps so much when it comes to setting up your video or edit your videos. When you go show houses, when you go to new construction, you can get familiar, you can use your phone to video it, just quick 5 second, 10 second, and it's going to help you so much when it comes to getting engagement with your viewers. You can use Google Calendar for your time block or your daily task. Or if you really organize, you can use Trello. We have so many experts here in the house. We love Trello, and I know Kai loves Trello as well. And they can talk to you hours and hours on Trello. So if you want to get really organized, then take advantage of Trello. Some of other tools that, really helpful for real estate agent. Like I mentioned, KV Core, scalable is like a back end office that you're gonna, where you're gonna write your offers, where you're gonna get the document signed, and where you're gonna submit your back office. So, people at EXP, the compliance, they're gonna make sure that everything done correctly. And EXP is so cool. We are big. We have over 87,000 agents here. So we have a big family and workplace offered by EXP. You can instantly connect with people from different states, and there's so many trainings, additional trainings that offer on workplace. So definitely plug into a bigger family here at EXP, and you can learn a lot. You can just not have enough things to learn when it comes to real estate, and make it fun when you learn as well. Example that I saw from Team Legacy spreadsheet of how you're gonna temp block your days. You can use different colors, and if I always use red for things that very important, and then you can move things around later too, but do it so it's create a habit, and when you have more deals, things going on later, you don't get lost. So time blocking, love yourself. So for me, I try not to work before 9 a.m. every day, because I want to spend time with my family, or I kind of want to block out my 6 to 8 p.m. because I want to have dinner with my kid. I want to spend time with family, things like that. Then block them out and follow your schedule, just so you don't business not gonna drive you nuts. People can call you very late as well, but you can do time blocking just to set your timeline so you're comfortable with your schedule. Here's some of the example that I do. If there's like a new listing, it doesn't have to be a listing. If you see a listing that you really like, go ahead and make a post on your social media, put that as featured by listing agent there. You can check with the listing agent to say, hey, would that be okay for me to promote your listing? And most 10 out of 10 would love to, because it just increased the chance that their listing gonna get to the right buyer. So you can share that, and then you can create your reels, and it doesn't have to be like really real estate. It can be a little boring. You can be creative. For example, this is a reel that I do, that I go to different new construction and I cover kids room decoration ideas, and I share it as a reels, and it doesn't take much time. You just have to be familiar with it. There's so many trainings on YouTube that you can get to know how to use it. If you don't, just shadow your mentor, shadow me, shadow any of your sponsor in one day, and how they do it. Now we move into week 3, and this training gonna circle the over of 6 weeks. So now we in week 3, and then later on we're gonna have a follow-up part 2 of the new agents. It will be hosted by V, and she will cover more into details and gonna be what happened after the first 6 weeks. So week 3, now we're gonna create engagement. You're gonna call your closing people. You're gonna create your conversation about real estate. What are the people surround you that that they may buy, or they know somebody that buy. So you gotta increase your sphere of influence. That is very important when it comes to generating your lead. You're also gonna try the way to go to more local event, talk to your friend, family, so you're gonna try to set at least, a goal of connect with at least 20 people this week. You can just like follow up with your own friend on social media, say, hey, how's everything going? And try not to be so stealthy. You can just like look in randomly, like, hey, how is everything going? And then they're gonna ask you back, hey, how is everything going with you? And you're gonna say, I'm super excited. I'm actually just, get started with my real estate career, getting things ready. So, just like naturally, but don't like, hey, are you you want to buy, like I can be your realtor. Just don't be so salesy. People don't like it to be too direct. Local event is so cool when it comes to connecting with other people. Easter is coming, so go to your egg hunting with the kids, and maybe mingle with your neighbors. It's gonna help you, and it's gonna be increasing your sphere of influence. In this week, I also encourage you to shadow an open house, shadow your mentor, shadow your realtor friend or your sponsor. Just kind of see how they talk to client on the phone, what do they talk when people come into an open house. You can just like sit back and observe. Listening is very important, because in this business, one day that you realize that you can talk a lot, but it's very important to listen to what is going on around you as well. So sometimes pause and listen to see what they're looking for, especially when you're talking to a prospect. And in this week, if you can go explore new construction site, there's so many new construction in different areas in your area. So go and get familiar with how new build offering, what will be some of the incentive that they have right now, things like that. Get used to it, and you can do it for your marketing purposes as well. Okay, week 4. Now we in the last week of your first month in your real estate career. Keep in mind, consistent is key. You cannot do a certain task day 1, day 2, day 3, and you expect it to get good results. You have to be consistent when it comes to building your brand. So I would encourage you to continue to do what you have been doing for the last 3 weeks. Keep doing it, keep training yourself, keep talking to other people, try it to 20 people per day and per week, and try to keep on it. Focus on building your brand on social media now. So at this point, people are gonna know, oh, May, she is doing her real estate thing. So now you're gonna start doing building more when it comes to what service that you offer, what listing that you can share to your client, how much you know about your local market, things like that. And then you continue, you train yourself, train your energy level so a lot of people said that, hey, how do you stay positive all the time, May? This is something that I have to train myself. It's not like naturally that you're gonna have like so much energy. I love Emmy in our group, Letman. She always have a high level of energy each time that you talk to her. So when you talk to a very positive person, you just got good vibe from that. And from there, everything happened very positively. You don't want to say, hey, I am May, and I am a realtor. It's really boring, right? So you should say, hey, how is everything going? This is May, and I'm gonna host an open house this weekend. You want to join me? It's just more inviting, and it's just spreading more positive energies overall. In this week, you can start host your first open house now. So get your open house signs ready, get your materials ready. You're gonna try to talk to more people now, go to more events, and then keep posting more real estate related contents on your social media. And now you can start putting more leads and prospect into your KV Core system, just so you can get familiar, and KV Core gonna start sending out listing to your prospects, to your lead. Quick tips on open house. So when you host an open house, keep in mind, you're not going to an open house to find a client. You're gonna find a way that you're gonna see what values that you can add when a certain guest coming to your open house. So don't expect that they come in and they fall in love with you and work with you right away. You have to offer first. You're gonna see what value that you can add to their search, to what they see already here at the open house. So here are some of the quick tips of how you're gonna set up your open house. You're gonna reach out to your listing agent, ask them for open house opportunity, promote it on your social media with flyers, get open house size, and then if you can, you can prepare snacks, water, sign sheet. KV Core have the app that people are gonna sign in. It's called open KV Core open house, and people can enter the information in the tablet or the phone. You gotta know the house before you head to the house for the open house. And then when people come in to your open house, don't expect that you just gonna do, hey, this is a bedroom, hey, this is the bathroom, hey, this is a kitchen, do you like it? You have to find what values that they don't know already to add to their search. For example, what are the school zones here? What is so cool about this area? Is there a community pool? What, just like additional information. What is the age of the AC? Is the roof new? How old is the roof? Additional information that add on to what your guests, when they come into open house, that they don't know yet. And important, you gotta send thanks and follow up. The thing is, like, you're gonna, people who go to open house, they're gonna go to multiple open house. So you have to follow up in order to win that particular lead. So follow up is important. And KB Core gonna help you so much when it comes to following up. Okay, so week 5, now we're gonna grow deep. You kind of get familiar with the real estate already. So now you're gonna start doing more lead gen activities. Keep in mind that you have to keep at least 3 to 4 baskets of lead generation to make your business sustainable. You cannot expect that, hey, I'm just gonna host open house and fire off all my clients from by that. You can do it, but what happened if you got sick and you cannot host an open house for 2 weeks? Then you don't continue generating your lead. So social media, open house, door knocking, cold calling. There's just so many ways for you to do lead generations. We have a cheat sheet of 100 ways to do your lead generation. So that's something that you can look into later as well. Make it a goal to talk to 50 people and have 50 people in your database by the end of this week. What I mean by database, KV Core, or if you want, you can use your Excel spreadsheet, but increase that certain prospects that you have in order to start generating your business. And then for us, we have a lot of people who looking to lease, because for my listing for lease, we're just gonna have so many people who messaging and say, hey, I want to lease your property. So if you have lease lead, take advantage of these leads, because it's a perfect way for you to start learn how to talk to a real buyer, and start doing real estate related tasks when it comes to paperwork, and host more open house. And then this time, make a challenge and try to make a video of yourself, or even do a live content when you are there. Do a live video when you do an open house. And then at the open house, try to door knock and talk to the neighbors. Surprisingly, the neighbors can be really not nosy, but they want to know what is going on in the house and in the neighborhood. So get connected, try door knocking. You never know, the neighbor can planning to sell her house in 3 months. And then the next thing is, like, you are the first one who knock on their door and ask for their business. They're gonna go with you if you if you able to connect with them. And then you also gonna spend this time to get familiar with how to write a contract and scale when it comes to the back office paperwork. So now we are in week 5, and this will be the last week that I cover for new agent, just so you don't overwhelm your first few weeks. Week 6 is gonna be get involved. So now you're gonna start connect and learn more with your vendors. You're gonna talk to your title people, what they do, what is title. The last 2 weeks we've been training our agents on title. You're gonna know what you're looking at when it comes to title commitment. Lender, what do they do? How do they pre-approve a certain buyer? Inspector, what do they do? How do they what do they do when it comes to doing the inspection? Learn what they do and how they can help you. connect with them. And then, you know, you can shadow the inspector from your realtor friend. So for example, I have an inspection coming up. Don't feel free to reach out to me and say, can I shadow the inspection on that portion? Just, you know, get connected with the inspector and kind of know what to look out when it comes to the inspection. Host more open house, door knocking, again, consistent is very, very important. And try to set up face by face with, you know, either a potential lead or prospect or, you know, a friend for a coffee, and try to keep it as a weekly habit. If you are big on eating out for lunch, then you're gonna try to just, you know, get engaged. You know, don't eat by yourself, invite people so you can get connected with them. So that would be the wrapping up of week 6 and the first 6 weeks in real estate. Oh, I lost the pictures. What happened? Anyway, it's supposed to be pictures of our team. We are here together. You're gonna have so many, you know, so many of us, so many new agents in this group, and so many amazing rock stars. Get connected with them so you can go together to new construction, go together to, you know, local events. So you don't, you know, be the lone fox who gonna be there by yourself. So you can connect with other people here together here, and we can all learn from each other. So now, you know, we can do a quick Q&A. You can also text to my number here. My information is here, and this is a QR code that I was talking about earlier. You know, you can use your phone, screen it, scan it, and then save your contact right away. It's so easier. So you can talk when you're talking to your neighbor, and you can say, hey, you know, here's my information. Instead of, you know, struggling finding your business card, you can now have a QR code that people can scan and get it right away. So if you want a copy of the presentation, feel free to text to my number here, and I would love to share. So now we can get, okay, I can cover some of the questions that I have here. If you want to put your question here, or you can ask me directly on here as well. Ta-da! Where am I? Let me cover some of your questions. Yes. Hi, Janine. I know being a full-time job and doing this full-time is tricky, but you can do it. Christina Kivikoy is amazing. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, he said a how do I make? I think I need to make Hui a host in order for him to talk, right?
No, I can talk.
Oh, yay. Okay, you are here. Any suggestion on the podcast? On the market. Oh, I listen to Tim and Julie Harris from EXP all the time. They have daily podcasts on marketing, Chavi. You can learn so much when it comes to like them updating the market, especially because they've been doing this for over 10 years. They know when the market is bad, when the market is good. They give you so many insights.
Good one.
Joanne, yes, I can send you the slide. Just text you my number and I can send it to you. Okay, so getting back to you, Hui. Any other questions?
No, I'm good. Yeah, podcast Tim and Julie Harris is good. I listen to Rengo podcast, the Real Estate Radio Guy, pretty much all of the bigger pocket podcasts. Those are really good if you want to kind of get started on the investment track. But yeah, the moment you subscribe to a real estate podcast, another one is going to pop up, and you know, just kind of follow that trend.
All righty. If we don't have any more questions, if you have questions, you can raise your hand too if you want to ask a question, or you can comment in the chat section. But I mean, it can be overwhelming. It can be a lot of information, but you can do it. Just talk to your sponsor, your mentor, and we should have the answer for you as well. I think that's very much it. What time is it now?
I have a question.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Oh, hi. Thank you for your presentation. So so right now I'm trying to follow up with my lead from the open house. I just want to share my experience. Like most of them is like when I try to first I send a message in with the phone number, and second, I'm sending them in email, and I didn't got any like response yet. So should I keep follow up by calling them or the way, like how can I reach out to them?
Yeah, good question. So definitely, if you're able to get that email, then plug in KV Core, and KV Core gonna start sending listing to your prospect, right? Let KV Core doing it, and then you can also follow up, once in a while, at least, every week, just say, hey, I'm still here. I can still help you. But going back to your question, should you continue to follow up? Yes, you can continue to follow up until they say, hey, don't contact me anymore. Then you can reach that moment. But if they don't respond, it's okay. They're gonna be like, maybe they went to open house, that 10 open house that weekend, and 10 other agents gonna follow up with them. So don't be discouraged. Just continue to send listing, follow up with them as well. Oops, my phone keep ringing. Sorry about that. But yeah, send a text message and send listing all the way. Can you share some of the can you share me some EXP office address where I can come? We go to the Canon all the time, and Regus is one of the office space that you can bring your client. Regus that you can message me, and I can show you how to set it up as well. There's so many common area. I love the Canon. We meet clients there all the time as well. Yay, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in and putting question here. I mean, I was brand new. He asked he got, he helped me so much when it comes to the first few weeks as a new agent. I asked him a lot. So don't hesitate to ask your mentor when you need help. Don't try to figure out your own.
Absolutely.
Yay, thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you so much, May. It was amazing.
I wish I got this presentation a year ago, but hey, we got it now. Any other question? I think, okay.
And May,
All
you
right.
were saying that V was going to do a part 2?
Yeah, so that's something that we try to do because we have so many new agents, and V was, I think she is in her 8 or 9 months in business now, so she still have a lot of new agent vibe, and she's gonna do part 2. So now we're gonna go more into details of what to do, and after 6 weeks, then now what? You're gonna continue to build your business, and there's so many tips and hints on how you can improve when it comes to building your brand and your business as well.
This is amazing. Well, we'll do this every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Same link. Thank you, May, for your time. We've learned so much, and I'll see you all next week.
All righty. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye. See you.